What's happening, buddy?
Yo.
Yo, what's happening, dude?
Yeah, man.
What's happening?
Nice to hear. Yeah. I was like, can he actually hear me straight away?
Yeah, no, I can hear you 100%. Well, kind of.
Cool.
My headset's not charged up, so I have it kind of plugged into the controller, and what it does is then the sound of like game chat and the gameplay kind of come through it, so it's kind of harder to kind of make out background noise, if that makes any sense. Like if I had it charged, then I can fade out like either if I want more, audio chat or game noise, sort of thing.
Oh, man, that's what I'm saying. I was like, yesterday, it's like, got it, and I was like, what the fuck? Because like, there's two leads on it. You know the one for the lights?
Uh huh.
You know the blue lights?
Uh huh.
Basically, it's got PS4 lead on it, right?
Uh huh.
At the end.
Uh huh.
And, like, one as if it was a PC one.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So, to look at it straight away, you think that was.
Uh huh.
But, it's not. The little lead plugged into your fucking controller.
Right.
Right, and the one PS lead is just a novelty when you put it in your PlayStation for the lights.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I looked on Amazon like, what? Why isn't it working? It took like fucking how long? Half an hour to go. I was like, I know where you fucking do it. You do it on PlayStation fucking settings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I was like fucking waiting for you all last night. I was like, why the fuck's this header not on? Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, it's using downtime and shit.
Yeah, I can understand.
You know what, I'm gonna play. Yeah, I played last night. I was like, mate boys. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what mine does. When it feels everyone's getting to him. You know what I mean?
Just get off.
But still play, but like, hey mate, I'm playing, but I'm offline. Innit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just joined someone on American Dude, I guess.
Yeah. Were you on one of his?
He's online,
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, someone in his party, Liam, somebody went friend request straight away. I joined him. Not joined him, but I added him. I mean, 2 minutes, game me by. I went, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. 2 invites in the space of fucking 5 minutes. Come on.
Yeah. No, I don't play with them boys much anymore. Like, they're ones are quite like sort of bossy. He guys like, attack the objective, sort of thing. It's like, well, it's like it's maybe not good to do that straight away. That kind of thing. It's like, it's like hold back. Stay close, but hold back, and then see if the enemy are rushing it or what the crack is. But he wants to go straight in and attack it straight away. It's like you kill up, and then Charles, he runs in, all guns blazing, broadside, fucking getting himself taken out. And it's just like, guys, you've been playing this long enough now. You know what to be doing, but yet he's.
Uh
huh.
Yeah, I'm saying he's like, he hadn't even worked it out. He's like, I said to you, we're level 7.
Mine says to me he changed his game style, and then I was like, right, okay, and it's like, okay, I thought maybe as in he's a bit more cautious and a bit better, but fuck, he's a lot worse. And then once the game was over, we went back to the lobby. He'd fucked off.
Fine, mate. I play one game with you and stuff. I was like,
yeah. Yeah. He used to play with me all the time, and then he was getting invites from other people, like, and then he would have joined them, and then if they were online. If I was online and they were online, he'd join them, and then if they're not online, he'll fucking try and get in with me. I was like, no, I have no time for people like that. Well, I look at it as I'm either your first choice, not your second. I'm like a woman.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, that's what I mean. As soon as you put your console on, you end up with like 20 invites, mate. Oh, we see you're in game on the main menu. Yeah. So what? You know fine. So you got so you got up from work. Just have a charging controller or whatever. Whatever you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, see you in the game. Invite. Mate, fuck off.
Man, I played a couple of games last night with these two Americans, and fuck me, like first couple of games we won, but see every game after that, man, it was defeat after defeat after defeat. I was like, oh my god, it's like they were rushing and getting blown up very quickly, so then that was kind of leaving us outnumbered. But then also like the rest of the team were like scattering all over the place and heading in different directions, and it's like most of the wins that they got were by points by taking the enemy bases. So the enemy were capping the bases, but yet we weren't. And when we had the opportunity, they still weren't capturing. They're too busy focused on trying to get the getting all the ship kills, finishing the game by killing all the ships instead. It's like, that's not going to happen. You need to make sure you're winning at least with points, you know what I mean? Because like every ship that you kill also adds or takes away points from you, but yet people don't realize that. They play domination and they don't attack the bases, and then destroyers run in and get themselves blown up because they think that they're fucking John Rambo and they're going to get torpedo kills, and it's like, no, you need to be hiding behind islands and at a distance and go in when the battleships are, they're distracted by like, your team battleships or something, or cruisers, So I played the Big Four last night, but still, it was just like, oh my fucking god, not even a single one.
Why we playing with these idiots in fucking game? I mean, I've lost count around this game. We've gone into
Well, that's it, man. Like, that's it. You were following me, and you know that I get into the battle and I'm always shooting enemies, and see about you stuck with me and you survive right to the fucking end. And that's what Charles calls me. He calls me the survivalist because I fucking always the one that's the fucking last one to usually go.
You read my mind. You know what shit I'm fighting on. You see me firing. You back me up. You back me up.
No, well, like as I say, I use the mini map and I rotate and I look about and I see, where the enemies are coming from or where they're going and who's going where. A lot of people don't bother using the mini maps at all.
They can't see a shit. Like right in front of them. You know what I mean? Right, mate, can't you see that fucking ship fucking destroying us? You're sat there doing
Fuck all. Exactly. There's this guy, Sergeant Snake Eyes. Last night he was in a destroyer, and the two black guys were my team, or the two American guys were on my team, and we were all kind of like shooting, like the whole team was kind of a wee bit bunched together, and we were shooting. Like, it was like, right guys, we need to move in here because the enemy have already capped all the A, B, and C. And then there was like this wee destroyer over the right hand of the map being chased by a couple of ships, so I went over to help him, and what he does is then he fucking goes past me and starts fucking making a run for it. So then I have to swing the whole fucking ship around. Now I'm being fired by being shot at by 4 ships. Instead of him like, right, okay, this battleship's helping me, I can sort of juke off out of sight, come back in and shoot them with torpedoes and all. But what he does, he runs to he was the right side of the map. He fucks off the whole way to the left side of the map, and I just got annoyed because I was getting hammered by 4 ships using APs and stuff like that there, and then I had destroyers shooting torpedoes at me, and the team nothing to do. I can see I can see the outcome. I can see an outcome of a game. Just.
It's like that night when we had that Queen Elizabeth. Remember, we was over battling that Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
He says, right, go take the fucking flag. And that guy just sailed from over the fucking thing, over the map, took our shield. That's why I fucking rammed him, you know what I mean?
Well, that's it. That's what happened a couple of games last night with me, man. I was in epic battles with a couple of ships, man, and I had them down to like, just over half health or less than half health. And my own teammates like around me and behind me didn't see a single shot being fired at them at all. And then once his health's down low enough, all you see is fucking volleys being sent over. And it's like, they just pinch your kills. They just, And they don't realise that just because you get a kill doesn't mean you get more points. You know what I mean? They're maybe going for the Kraken and stuff like that there, but I could have not a single kill but done more damage to the enemy team and still be in first place. Do you know what I mean? Be at the top of the leaderboard. It's... No, well, it's because you've done more damage. You know, it's what your battle damage is by the end of the match. You know what I mean? How much damage you've done in a game. You know. But then you can't even get a credit for the kill because fucking people are fucking stealing it on you, you know what I mean? Aye. No. Anybody that mostly play team games don't work as a team, man. You know, it's...
Well, that's what I'm saying. You should be able to full lobby in it, like, you have 9 ships. So you go in there with a party of 9.
You should have, if there's that many people playing this game, there should be different game modes. There should be like fucking team, like what's that, death match is like every free for all, everybody against each other or some fucking shit like that. There, you know what I mean? Just make the map a wee bit bigger and have everybody kind of spawn. Aye, exactly, exactly. Exactly. Aye, if you're not going to, you know, you're going to be playing against people that are working as a team, but yet you don't want to work with your team, and you wonder why you're getting bait. I put a post on the fucking, I put a post on the World of Warships Legends Facebook page, you know, saying like, oh, you know, there's too many people that play this that are no good, not good at all. I really need to stop playing this game, and because and the game needs like a ranking system that you can play with players like close to your, you know, your rating system. So like the more people you kill and the higher your rating system is, and how, you know, your play style, then you play with people in your own sort of skill level, or higher or slightly lower, but not with like noobs and stuff like that there. And I got a lot of abusive messages. I just says, guys, look, I'm just telling the truth. And one guy, a couple of guys were backing me up and says, look, you know, I say the same thing, and they hide me too, and blah blah blah, you know. And one guy was calling me, you know, little shitty snowflake and all like that. And a couple of ones were, you know, were sort of sticking up for me, agreeing what I was saying, and then the other ones were just mouthing. And I says, you know what? I'm just telling the truth. And one guy came out with all that stuff, you know, all God fun of people having fun, and if there's children playing at disabled players and stuff like that there. And I was like, but mate, I respect that. I'm not talking about these kind of people. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know. Like how? If there's five people on on our team out of the 9 that are shite and really doing something, how am I going to think that out of them 5 there's a disabled person in there, a child in there, and such and such? Of course they're not. They're fucking, you know, they're all probably healthy fucking grown sort of adults or teenagers, you know what I mean? But they just don't have a clue. They're just not clued in.
Being funny or, you know, I was like, well, you are, like, commenting stuff, but wait, like, battleship, like, why are you using the battleship wrong? I'm like, I sent you a message that one, dude, yeah, they basically, because I haven't got the battleship.
You just haven't got the commander. Because everything's random, you see, because I realised that, like, you know, you could be lucky and you could have started off with all, like, the battleship commanders, you know what I mean, but it's just a kind of luck of the draw. Like, as I say, I've got the 2 battleship commanders one for the Japs and one for the British, but I don't have William Sims yet, you know what I mean? And he's the one that I want to get, you know what I mean, because I do use the battleships and stuff like that there. But like yourself, you're only new to it as well, and I understand people are new to it, but there's people...
The game's been out 2 months, innit?
You know, but there's people cruising about in fucking Colorados and stuff like that there, and they're at the age of the match. There's one match I was doing, and there was a guy in a Colorado. I don't know if you were in it or it was somebody else. You know, not on the ship, but in that match, or it was the American guys last night. But there was a Colorado full health circling out, ran off the map, And I ended up being like the second one last, and he was the only one, and he came in at the end, and like once I got killed, he shows up to come in by the whole by like since the half of the game I was telling him to come and give me a bit of help, you know.
Yeah.
And then because he fucks off the halfway of the match, the map, it takes him that long a time to try even get to us. Then, it's like, well, why go out there in the first place? You know what?
Well, exactly.
They just want to survive. It's like, okay, you got people that don't give a shit and they rush in and get killed straight away, and then you get people then that are too cautious and don't want to die and take any damage or sort of thing. Like nobody wants to get killed and nobody wants to get sort of fucking their health taken off them, but some things you just can't fucking help. You know what I mean? At least if you win the game and get some fucking good points and damage, then that's what you want. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care if I lose as long as we know that we put up a bit of a fight. But when there's no fucking fight and it's a one-sided match, sure, fuck's sake, what fun is it? Sure, like as I say, I done 4 or 5 matches last night, and every match was a one-sided match out of 5 matches. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Like traveling and that, nice one. I've got some voices and that.
it's good that you got a mic, man. I know that's class.
Oh yeah, like it's
Your voice isn't what I expect it to be. You're sort of, when you kind of you're picturing how.
yeah. It's always fine on mic. I mean, it's mic's up good. I mean, you need proper tweaking.
Yeah, well, that's it. The makes it different. Like I probably sound different on a mic than I would in real life in
Well,
person.
do if I spoke to you on the phone or face to face.
But you've been hearing my voice for the last few while we've been playing. It's my first time me speaking to you, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said the other day, I let it go. I was like, Joe, I need to get a mic to just, respect that. Yeah, man. I bet if you like talk to, half the time you just like talk to yourself.
That's it, man. It's like fucking driving mental. So it was.
It's a bit driving you mental when I'm trying to message you about it, like.
I'm on 40. What am I on? I'm on 43 days. 33 out of 42. But yeah, I'm 34. So I need 40. You have to complete it in 42 days. So I'm on 43 at the minute on the milestone. So I need to get to 55. But then you still have to pay the backing. But I only want the free stuff. I don't really care about getting all the back. If it was a ship, then if it was a ship or something going, then I might pay £7 or something like that there for the 2,500 billion. But
Well, something like that, but some of the prices look up there and it's ridiculous.
we'll see that there fucking a German ship that shoots a torpedo, man. You're nearly spending by the time you buy it. You're nearly spending about 30 quid on it.
Yeah.
So you're like fucking 30 quid for just one fucking ship, man. You can buy it.
Don't get me wrong, innit? I said, you realise the game company's got to make money.
Uh-huh.
You realise that?
Uh-huh.
I said, but they've released it as a free game.
Uh-huh.
Free game.
Well, say if you imagine this game wasn't free and you were buying it in the shop, you'd probably be paying nearly 40 to 50 quid for it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
You know.
It's like, I was saying about GTA, right? I've been playing that, right? Because I was Twitch, I was in co-op. I mean, you do get GTA, mate. Experience me. I've got a fucking nightclub in there, bro.
Yes.
Run your nightclub in there.
I've been meaning to pick it up, bro.
Yeah, own nightclub. Rockstar, they gave me, you know what I mean? They gave me 2.5 million for free charge.
Uh-huh. Still there? Oops. For some reason there it switched me to game chat, man. So it did. I don't know what. It must be because I sent you an invite there or something.
Oh, you said, that's in that. Yeah, I mean, Casino, that's what I mean, Rockstar did that. It's just, it's like appreciation. We're going to give you this anyway, all this cash as well. So you don't have to go for that, for you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Thank you, Rockstar, mate. This game is 6 years old and it's still.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Appreciation to
Mm-hmm.
developers working right.
Well, you manage how many people will be spending money on this.
People pay £80 for these credit cards, shark cards, whatever.
Aye. They're apparently meant to be trying to do away with all that stuff and loot boxes and stuff, paying
Yeah.
and stuff like that there,
Oh, it ruins
because
games.
companies, it ruins games and companies get rich off it, man, and extorting young kids and all sorts, you know. I mean,
It does, man. It's like,
that Fortnite made a
like,
fortune. There's no wonder that they could have
yeah,
fucking,
because then when people started it,
you know.
it's like, here's a free game. Like, yeah, what, free to play. Oh, yeah, but it came out as a free game.
Mhm. Mhm.
As soon as they realised they could make money on it, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
game is shit.
I've never played. I never picked up. I never played Fortnite ever. I've not even
I
played
only
it.
played it. I only played it right at the beginning.
Yeah, it's not my
Right at the beginning.
not my cup of tea.
I was like, I was like, see what it was like. I was like, well, alright, I'll see what the fucking shit about. I played like the intro. I was like,
Mhm.
douche.
Mhm.
Like 2 years ago. I'm like,
It's crazy.
give me like a good game like your Explore World, like Red Dead.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
Red Redemption, GTA, then Far Cry, so you can play.
Mhm. Even that Red Dead, the fucking the multiplayer on it's crap, man. I mean, the shooting system's terrible on it.
Oh yeah, but that's it's always been that, innit? But respect for them for that storyline. I mean, like,
Oh, the game, like the single player was good, like that.
yeah, that's when the campaign itself. The online, obviously, yeah, it's bullshit, but.
Yeah, I take it you're obviously jumping on, are you, dude? Are you? Yeah.
Well, I was reading the thing here, it says German battleships. Like, oh, wow, nice one.
Yeah, they're
Cool, yeah.
coming out. Yeah, well, I'm keeping all my Dutch marks to get the battleships, man.
So obviously they're gonna give them for free.
Well, it's going to be early access, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep my Dutch
Yeah,
marks.
it was like nice one, yeah. Then destroyers drop in it. It's like you think it's not gonna be a thing. You're gonna be a drone then now.
So to get the last of this American commander crate, I need to get in 2 battles, become the best in your team by experience. So obviously have the highest experience points.
See,
It has to be tier 4 and up.
see, well, I don't know if I didn't play yesterday.
Done the fire damage challenge last night. But I'm just going to go quick smoke here. Bear with me, alright?
Yeah, go for it, yeah. 2 more citadels. Yeah, I don't think
2 seconds, buddy.
I'll just say I'm the newbie sort of thing, but yeah. How we doing, fella? Because all my gameplay's got to be cut short because I've got to go and sort some garbage out at home, hand some keys back and let it go back to me now. So, cut my game short. Put you back on good back anyway. I'll catch up in another couple of days or something. I'll do the same as guys anyway. The game's good, I think, yeah. I mean, I picked it up. Overall, I'll give 100%, but yeah. 5-star, I think. Never used to play ships, it's always been like Team Navy and regular usual type of thing. So now I'll put it back on the board with me.
Alright, mate. Cheers. Nice. Who's that? What's that? You talking?
Someone's after that one about mate, I mean. Someone's after me on the phone.
Alright.
He's someone who's like, you know what I mean, like bossy, you know what I mean? He's like rule his life. You know what I mean? That kind of person. You don't look for him, you don't look for him. You are a free person, free spirit. Do what you can do. Nobody else tells you.
Fuck. You know what you do? You just go and fucking get them that good fucking kicking, man. So. Then they leave you alone.
What he's going to do is like say be lenient with him. You know what I mean? It's what he's going to do is like yeah, chuck his keys back. You got your place well. Yeah, just give him his fucking keys back. Say,
Jog on.
stay out my fucking line. It's like only just coming down here and just chilling. And he's like, I'm just driving by job. Like what you achieved, you know, I'm passing it on to you because it is achievable. You know, you see me, he's like, oh, I want this stuff. Yeah, but that fucking like baggers like that fucking closer. Anybody fucking dragging you down, man. Boom. Yeah. Just getting real people off the back and shit like that.
Is that?
That's how you get men. You showed your talent back, you know, that night when you was playing, you know. Easy control, bro. Yeah, you might play shit, but boom. Innit? And that you said, yeah, no, that was the first game you went, but at least you sank one of the bastards. It's the first time playing, wasn't it? Like, alright.
That's it.
There's your passion right there, mate. You know, that's what you should be doing. You know, I've been showing him, so look at my YouTube. I started off, a year ago. That's when I started, like putting videos up there. Now, I'm fucking going top of the world by, I've got 100 odd videos up there. 21 subscribers.
Nice.
Fucking viewed like over 4,000 times.
No.
That's an achievement myself, bro. Like, boom. Yeah. It's like unbelievable. You know what I mean? Untouchable fucking feeling. It's like, yeah, try and touch me now, you cunt. Innit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I definitely.
Or whatever, innit? Who's giving me shit over the fucking years. Try to ruin my life. Well, yeah. So fair enough. It's black and white, you know, it's part of history. You know, I was like, whether it's on my Facebook or fucking YouTube, that's a big fuck you to all you fucking, yeah. What have you done with your life lately, you fucking legend?
That's it, man. Oh, you get them everywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the plan, but, you know, where the winners get these days.
That's it. Just Use it as motivation, man. As you
Yeah,
say,
as I was saying, that's why, yeah.
prove them wrong.
Just like, wasn't it for two?
Hmm.
Oh, two strikes very good, but, well, what do you think? It's a lighter. Lighter than shot. You like you fuck off, Joe. Yeah, we had a good game like last night, was it last night? Yeah, last night. You know, what was it about 1 o'clock in the morning? No shops.
Right, so.
Shrink goes flying out like
No way.
Young men run like wow. Wow.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
What ship do you think they'll take out? Well, if you go for strategy wise, what we can do is, well, like we can work together and help try and get the. So what campaign mission? See that that US one, that one you get the commander out of. Have you completed it yet?
I think I need two more citadels. Two more citadels.
That's not too bad.
Complete that. 7,000.
Well, I need in 2 battles become the best in your team.
Yeah, that's one.
So I need to try and become top dog in 2 matches. So you get 2 citadels, shouldn't be too bad. Like, you know, if we were working for that, if my achievement and your achievement at the same time, even if you do get 2 citadels, you know, that's going to put you up a good notch. But it might not at the same time. Doesn't mean that I still couldn't come first place if you get 2 citadels.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is we'll sort of try different tiers, so then you can get your citadels, and then what I'll do is I'll use like a lower tier, like a 4, and you try and use like a 3, and what we'll do is we'll try and see if we can demolish people that are in the lower tiers, you know what I mean? Just to get the achievements, and then when you go for the fire damage, pick a good tier ship that's it, you know, maybe like a British ship that has a higher chance of fire or something like that there, and then
I've got the Duke now.
yeah, so we can use the higher tiers and help me.
That's the ship, so
Yeah, but we'll take out the Duke. So either take out a tier 3 or a 4.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, so it's out. Yeah, yeah, I think what down.
What commander have you got on? Just see. Oh, you have Cunningham on. You got Andrew Cunningham. All right, okay, nice one. Nice one.
Oh, you said you were fucking high.
Yeah, I got the same one too.
No way.
Alright. So yeah, go ahead, start her up, or pick your ship again then, that's okay. What level's Cunningham?
11. It's fully upgraded, isn't it?
Is he up fully, is he? Is he...
Oh, him, he's on 7. I've got on it. Right, reduce the risk of capturing fire problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I want the main battle one?
Well, it depends on what you think. I'd probably be a bit more range and precision on, so I put the main barrel. Probably want all the top three on the left, or sorry, the top 3 on the right, and then the bottom one on the left.
Yeah. And the other one back, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I've yeah. Rank him up a little bit. 8.
Mine's is at 14. He's at 14. My Cunningham.
I need that insignia from you.
Cunningham and John are both at 14. Williams at 8. Bruce and Phillips at 1. have that Takeo Takai guy, he's at rank 12. And then one other guy at rank 8. Another guy at rank 6. And 3 at rank 1. And Americans, let's see, George is at 8, Williams at 7, Thomas is at 7, and I have another one, he's at 1.
Yeah, that's changed used to, isn't it?
Charles.
Who you got as your girlfriend straight at the inspiration thing?
On what one?
On that
I think I have like John and stuff like that there. Let's see, I have John and Charles. Or no, John and George, sorry. John.
Oh, John and George.
Uh,
Alright, that's them both on. Yeah. Should be, so it should be better now with all of them. It should.
well, let's see. John gives me more repair durability, and then George, he gives me better incoming torpedo visibility.
Oh, 4 extra credits. Nice one, not bad. Yeah. Alright. That's it. You ready, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
These first matches. People say crap for that. Is that Charlie? What the?
Did you switch over to team chat? Remember we're in a party? We can... Well, we're not in a division, we're actually in a private party. If you know what I mean. So what you need to do is you need to go to party chat, and then you need to go to change from party chat to game chat, and then you go to division, you'll be in the division chat, and then you'll need to switch to the team chat thing, if you know what I mean. Because we're in a private.
Enemy cruiser detected.
No, like it matters even if you can talk, man. Not like I'm fucking listening.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
I just put a full salvo, was just about to hit him too, and fucking he blew up, man.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. All stations, protect that target. Get back! Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice file,
Oh, the bastard's moving fucking slow.
Enemy battleship battleship detected. Attention, reporting the target position. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Confirmed penetration.
I had my wife slap that around there, but it didn't even get a set though. Really? But I fucking took some help of him.
Enemy destroyer detected. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Really? Hide down the mountain track.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. The enemy team has taken the lead.
If the target aren't fucking half hard to hit. Fuckers.
Enemy destroyer
We have an Iron Duke and a New Mexico coming up behind us.
of a strategic target.
Team is slowly just being fucking taken apart because they're gimps. Down fucking 4 ships.
Enemy cruiser sighted. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Enemy battleship detected. ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
This fucking one guy sitting over here hiding.
The ship is on fire. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Enemy heavily damaged. Enemy destroyer sunk.
Torch coming your way, watch out. Oh, they just fell short, you're alright.
The enemy team has taken the lead. Problem solved, sir.
Turn this way.
He's slowing up.
Oh man, got no help.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Nobody else left, man. It's just me and you. Play it smart, man. You need to stop going too much broadside. Shoot all your guns. You need to kind of make yourself a smaller target. This guy's a decent player, like, he's a good player. This guy in there, Ryan, he's played before.
All stations.
You're behind the mountains, so you
Position of a
can't see.
strategic target. Enemy cruiser foundered. The ship is on fire. Enemy severely damaged. Enemy cruiser foundered. Problem solved, sir.
team was terrible. I managed to go back there and fuck up 3 of them. That Phillips, if you can get him, man, try and shoot at his back quite high. You're better off just turning broadside, man. Just spin right round, right, go turn right and get your back guns. Just focus on the guy that's on the base. Don't worry about the Orion. Either get the Orion now, man, because your guns are facing that way. No, I meant if you turn sharp right and spin your guns facing the other way, but just go for the Orion now. Sorry, that was my fault. Sorry, man. I thought you would have known. Because like, if you shot him on his back, there's a good chance you got him a Citadel, because that's where I got the Citadel on him. Yeah, that guy in that Orion, like, he was quite decent. He was stopping and changing his speed and reversing and stuff. He kind of knew what he done. Like, he got high caliber and thing. But if I had a wee bit of chance, man, I went back to take out them other guys behind us, you know. And as I say, I couldn't really focus on them because there was that two Fuitakis coming up, and I managed to take 2 of them out. Or that Orion and the Fugitaki thing, and at least I got top dog on my side. But, I mean, hopefully that counts as an achievement. It does, I think it does, hopefully. Yes, it does, so it doesn't matter. As long as you're top in your team. Well, I'm quite used to that. Top dog. Yeah, so see if you're fighting like an Iron Duke or like any other battleship. So if you're sailing towards him, make sure you know your nose is going towards him, right? And then if he's broadsiding you, so if he's shooting you with all his, so if he's broadside like going long ways and you're heading towards his broadside, you can get Citadels and hit good damage with your front guns. So if you just drive straight at him and just shoot him with your front guns, you can still be doing damage to him. And because then you're driving towards him, his shells will bounce off your ship, so you'll take less damage. It'll be harder for him to hit you, if you know what I mean. Or so I say also, then if you're driving towards him, he takes a shot, right? And then what you want to do is, once you know he's took his shot, then you want to start either turning, say your guns are on the right side of your ship, so then and you're heading towards him, so you want to turn left and then like a quick turn and get all your fucking guns into range, you know, and then fire. And then once you fired, you want to start straightening up again, if you know what I mean. So then you're making yourself a smaller target, and then same again, keep broadsiding, and once he's fired, turn your ship round, bum bum. Or if you're heading towards him, stay at a slight wee angle, never could be completely broadside and head across his path. You want to be sort of going a vertical sort of, you know, sort of line, if you know what I mean. Not vertical, what would I say, like a slope, more like a slope. And then at least you can, sometimes you'll get maybe your back guns in sometimes, but at least it takes less for you to sort of turn to get the med. And then if you're heading away from an enemy, either shoot them with your back guns or go at, like as I say, a slope away from them that you can turn right and get all your guns and take a shot, and then turn back into your left and keep heading away from them, if you know what I mean. It's just, the longer you stay broadside, and the more damage they're just going to get you, man. That's the key to it, and that's why I survive. You know, I can survive as long, because a lot of the times the damage, I don't get serious damage. It's only when you get serious damage because maybe there's like 4 ships shooting at you. If there's a lot of ships shooting at you, or somebody's come out of the blue and brought and citadelled you or something like that, there, you know what I mean. But if you can if you can angle and control your ship better than the guy that you're fighting against, then you're guaranteed to get him. You know what I mean? But that Iron Duke that you were fighting, like he was good. It was going to take maybe the two of us to kind of get him there. He was nearly done, like, because I took a shitload of health off of him at the start. But he sailed it.
Yeah, it's like he disappeared 8 times.
I don't know, man. Sometimes even like if they have camouflage, then it increases their range of view. But your ship can only see up to a certain range, man. You know, and then it also. Yeah, I've seen that happen before too, man. I don't understand it. It's like they're in your range, you've seen them the whole time, and then they fade out and fade in. Yeah, I've seen that happen too. Don't know why it does that. It's like, why is he disappearing? Because he's still inside my fucking view.
Teammate, I need your support.
So if I come top on this match, I get that achievement.
Teammate, I need your support. Affirmative. By thunder. On Neptune's beard. What? All stations.
Oh, these guys are obviously fucking kids and immature bastards because.
All stations, protect that target. Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support. All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Retreat now. All stations, concentrate fire on the
I'm
target.
already getting shot at by a wanker hiding behind a fucking mountain.
Many thanks. Much obliged, Commander. I owe you one. All forces, capture that area. Denied. Stone the crows. Acknowledged. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Roger. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I'm getting this Phoenix.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser destroyed. Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position. Retreat now. Get back. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. All stations retreat. Teammate, I need your support. Get back. All forces, provide cover for that target. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Roger. All stations, proceed to capture that area. I need some. All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Get back!
See that for a shot, man. That's...
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support. Attention, reporting the target position. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Right, guys, there's an Orion here. Don't worry about the New York. Somebody needs to work on this Orion.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Teammate, I need your support.
Listen.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Dude, don't you take that fucking New York out? Yeah. Hey, wonder how I destroyed it there. Shit.
Like fucking half our team's already destroyed. I mean, come on.
Don't you, I know. Well, fat enough for New York.
At least he's alright, he's trying, but fuck me, the others didn't even fucking last a fucking deadly squat.
Yeah, that's yeah.
These were like the fucking games last night. Completely fucking teams. People are just spasticated. You know, if I can fucking do this long a time, and you can do this long a time at last, then we think the fucking rest of the fuckers could do the same. I just killed that Orion.
Enemy battleship foundered.
All forces, capture that area.
Yeah, you'll have to just go full reverse now, man. Takes a wee minute because our engines are... I bet they're fucking at least at full bloody health or something. No, in our luck, because half our team are that fucking crap. People say you exaggerate, but I mean, come on. I mean, how can you have a good game while you're lasting that long and the rest are just committing suicide? See, I'll go to B here and there'll be fucking their whole fucking fleet.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
The ship is on fire! Concentrate fire on the designated target. The enemy is about to win. Problem solved, sir. Enemy heavily damaged. The ship is on fire.
Still stuck in there, bro.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead. We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Oh, I'm dead. You got it in reverse, bro. You need a bit in reverse. They weren't even that good, it's just they outnumbered me there. They're all using the HE shells and the last guy I took out there shot torpedoes at me and that. Anybody watching this video and you play this game, don't suck for fuck's sake. Because there's plenty of people that fucking already do. And there's fucking 2 games in a row so far I fucking lost. Best player by far on our side and probably even the enemy side. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them have over 1,000 points. The only one that has 1,000 points is myself, and that's. I probably took out half the ones that had the most points. Why have I not got the crate yet? I do have the crate. Happy days. I got 2 crates here. Oh. Commander crate and the blue crate. Yeah,
Really cruise.
yeah, make sure you get it. Like, oh come on, give me a fuck.
60k, man. 60k.
Let's give me another fucking cruiser commander. I want fucking Williams. Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, well, no, so what was cash on it? Put lamp on, you know, yeah, put lamp or light or whatever. I don't know if it is with a light now.
What for later?
You're bound to get some for £1 at least.
Yeah.
General quarters.
I'll get a fleet boat.
2 New Mexicos.
Enemy cruiser detected. Concentrate fire on the designated target. I need help. Negative. Roger. Fighter returning to ship. Capture that area. Affirmative. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
God, how many fucking ships have they got? We're down to the fucking destroyers.
Enemy battleship sighted. Confirmed penetration.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Dad, dude, if you're probably smart, you're better off heading towards me. These other guys are fucking numpties.
On Neptune's beard. Acknowledged. Capture that area. Much obliged. Capture that area. I owe you one. Fighter airborne.
Torpedoes coming your way.
Thunder. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship detected. Torpedoes to port.
cruiser destroyed.
So just keep coming to me if you can, man.
Torpedoes, astern. Severely damaged. The ship is on fire. I need help. Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Enemy battleship sighted. The ship is on fire. Damaged. Fighter airborne. Enemy cruiser detected. Problem solved, sir.
Good night.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir.
Don't think I want a game yet tonight.
Just second.
How are you getting on with the Citadels?
I do still want to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Still cool.
Well, do you fancy doing a share play and let me take your ship for a spin for you? Yeah. Share play, you just send me a share play invite and then basically it's like if I'm watching you and then what it does is then you can give me control of your ship. Sometimes if the connection's good it'll be alright, if the connection's bad then it's going to be hard for me to try and get any Citadels, but I can try and get you 2 Citadels and then all you have to do is come top second and you can get the American commander then. Do you want to give it a try? Right, so what I do is, so I'll back out of the party and then you create a party, and then it'll say share play, and then I should be able to join. Because if I hit share play,
What, just where it says start share play, got that.
yeah.
Still fucking, I'm still fucking learning about like RP as well. You know, I did 2 years. Like, wow. Start share play. Okay, yeah, let's do that, mate.
Let's see.
Back out, back out this. Well, I need to back out of this lot, like division.
I think so. Or hold on, join session. Oh my god, just maybe no. I think you're better off backing out. Just back out and create a party, and as I say, I have to leave the division. How long? So,
Yeah.
so I need to close the game down.